schools. Jim Baker, along with two of his star students, 11th grade robotics students, Nathan Harris and Bryson Hitt. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And welcome to Columbia Central.
Thank you. Thrilled to be here.
You were highly recommended by the Michigan Association of School Superintendents. You filled in as interim, and apparently they liked you enough to offer you the job full time.
Yes, I'm extremely lucky. We've lived in the area for several years, and it was a natural fit. We knew of the school district. We're part of the community. Brooklyn is where we do our doctors, our dentists, all of our shopping. So, you know, it was when I learned about the opening, the interim, it was a good way for me to get back into, to learn more about it. And then once you're there for a little bit, the attraction is there. The relationships were there to be had, and so great district, great community, great kids. We're extremely lucky.
Yeah, I was really excited to hear that you already were living in the community before
Sure.
you got the job. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
And you have quite a varied background. You started your professional career as a police officer.
Correct. I little different path into education. I was a police officer, firefighter, EMT. And did that for about 11 years, and started my student teaching when I was 31. Got through that process, and then started in the administrative ranks, and kind of worked my way up. But we're an educational family. My wife was also a superintendent. 2 of our 4 kids teach 8th grade math, and so this is what we do. Big believers, advocates in public ed.
Nice. Well, you'll be hosting a pretty big extravaganza this week. Nathan and Bryson, you are both robotics students, juniors.
Yep.
Tell me about your team name and what your robot is going to be doing this weekend.
So in robotics, a lot of the teams go by numbers. They all are given a number. So we are Team 7501, and we're the Golden Gears. So this year, like you said, we're really excited to be hosting this competition, and it's a really big thing for us because previously it's been out in Spring Arbor, and so yeah.
So this is our biggest year ever as a team. Our team started about 5 years ago, 2019. We only had 4 students on the whole team. 4 students, and this year we've gone up to 13. It's our biggest year ever, and we're just really looking forward to showing our community and showing robotics to almost the whole Jackson area, and just get kids interested, because engineering and machining, that's all things that you can do professionally in life. And I'm somewhat biased, but we're the only sport at Columbia that 90% of the people will go professional.
Well, I'm glad to hear of your bias, because that's confidence that I think we'll need this weekend. And I remember I saw the robotics team probably the first COVID year, and you were a small group. There weren't many of you, so it's incredible growth. What's what would you say is the secret to the success of what is it, 7051?
Yeah. So I know for a lot of us, we have a really good environment out at Columbia, nice staff and things like that, and we have a lot of really good sponsors that back us up. We have just a great community overall, but those sponsors, especially like Columbia, allowing us to use that big old gym we have is really nice, and those are really what helps us succeed, is having that good backing. I mean, our great team is amazing, but that really helps us.
Nice. Here they are, your team, working on some stuff. Jim, it's got to be cool to have a program that's attracting such student enthusiasm.
Yeah, it's an amazing program. If you haven't been to a competition, please come out this weekend. I think the best thing about it is that no matter what your background is, what your passions are, there's a spot on the team for you. Everyone's passionate, but you get in there into these events, the vibe is amazing. It is like being in the middle of an auditorium just full of everybody who loves what they're seeing. You know, the alliances that get formed, because it's not the same every match. So you get paired up with a different alliance, so you have to problem solve. You have to be able to figure out how to work with this new team to get the goal accomplished. And the process that these students go through is amazing. We were at the pep assembly the other day, and the robot goes out in the middle of the floor, and they were able to hook it up where, you know, a t-shirt cannon was shooting t-shirts into the pep assembly crowd. It's just great stuff. Who doesn't want to be there enjoying that type of an atmosphere?
Yeah, I remember the very first robotics thing I went to, and the thing, really didn't work the way it was supposed to, and that doesn't happen much like that anymore. You guys on the robotics team, you all have a specific job or specialty, and we've gotten to know Nathan here at JTV. He's helped us out on our live sports production as one of our interns. Nice job this season, thank you.
Yeah, of course. I really enjoy it.
What's your specialty on the team?
So last year we took a big leap. We decided to put a compressor on our robot, which handles all our sort of pneumatic stuff, so the air. And so last year I really got to take on that role, and this year it continued. We have an intake on our robot that has to extend, and so I kind of filled that same sort of role this year as I got to work on a lot of that stuff. It's something I really enjoy, and it's something that because of mentors and things like that I've been able to get really good at, and so.
Very critical role. And how about you, Bryson? What's your job on the team?
So my main job is like manufacturing of all our specialized parts. I am very grateful that I can go out to our sponsors on our team. We're very grateful for our sponsors, but one of our sponsors in particular is Mid-America Machining. They're a small machining plant that's in Brooklyn, and I have a contact in there. It's my dad, and I'm actually allowed to go in there and work with him and create the parts that we need for our robot, because this year we've decided to go with a really complex design. All of our parts needed to be as precise as they possibly could. So it's just been really good to go and learn about engineering principles, manufacturing principles, learn how to create something precise and have it work the way that you need it to, which is a big step up from what we've had in previous years.
Nice. Yeah, I have a friend that works at American Machining, Jeff, and he did very supportive business in the community.
Sure.
How do people like watch? Do you like a basketball game? Is there cheering? Is there? Do you guys have a special song? Are you going to have a special outfit?
So this year it's really nice because I know I think it was last year, or the year before, we actually transported people out to Spring Arbor, but obviously that's a lot of work. So this year we're really fortunate to have it out at Columbia, and students or anybody can just show up, and we have it in the gym. The main stuff doesn't start till probably about 11 o'clock on Saturday, and then Sunday probably 9:30. But it's really nice because we get to go have anybody in the area. It's a lot more accessible for us in our area now, so that's really nice.
Now you guys are all part of First Robotics,
Yeah.
First Michigan Robotics. So after this event this weekend, what's next? Where does the team go after that?
So for us, after our Columbia competition, we have 2 weeks to make any improvements that we want to, and then we are going to Muskegon. That's our next competition. That's the 15th and 16th of March. Then if we do good enough there and good enough at Columbia, we can move on to the state competition. The state competition will be sometime mid-April. That's at Spring Arbor University, or not Spring Arbor, sorry, Saginaw Valley University. And if we do even better at, stop judging me. If we do
Not
that
if,
good,
when you do even
Yeah.
better, yeah.
and do
So
even
there's
better,
your
we can
there's your
move
team
on
confidence.
to the world competition, and that's actually in Houston, Texas this year. So that'd be a really big opportunity if we can go that far and show our school that this is a real deal. We can do this stuff and
It is a
be
real deal.
successful.
It's not all fun and games, although it is a lot of fun and games. The goal, you want kids to have something to do when they grow up. Are you guys, so Nathan, we know a little bit about you and what you'd like to do. So tell us about robotics, how it's helping guide your career path.
So for me, a long time I did want to be an engineer. Obviously we've talked about when I came in here that filming is something that I'm a lot more interested in now, but I've been in the program since 4th grade. It's something I've loved. I've moved up through the different levels, and so it's just something I've really enjoyed. And overall, just a lot of the things we learned there I think are still applicable to a lot of other things. So it's just really nice to have that experience. I've met a lot of friends like him. I've been friends with for a really long time now, and we just really enjoy the experience we get from it. So,
Bryson, what are you going to be when you grow up?
I would like to go into engineering, try and just get a good field with that, specifically mechanical engineering. But also I want to add on to something that Nathan said. Robotics isn't just specifically machining, wiring, programming. We have other subsets too. Like we have a whole new marketing team this year that handles different things. Like we're trying to go after a couple different awards at this event. We're trying to show just our school that we're a bigger team this year. And there are quite a few like awards, like I was talking about, that require a video to be shot.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something that anyone can help with. Even not just us, there are several teams around the area, and then I want to encourage like parents and other students watching to try and get involved with their school's robotics teams and see just what it's about, because everyone can make an impact.
He's a good marketer, isn't he, Jim?
He's excellent.
And you guys even have your own merch department.
yeah, it's really nice because every year we get sweatshirts, and I think another benefit is that like a lot of other teams have to pay for ours. Our sweatshirts we always get free. It's really easy to travel, and just adding on to like Bryson was talking about with new teams, this year we actually have a program at our competition where we're running, where if people can get a group of kids together and and they have like an adult that wants to run like a Lego League team, that we will actually help them get like kit parts to help them run their team and help them kind of get their kickoff there. So just trying to spread that sort of impact, like you said.
Very cool. I think you picked a couple of sharp students to bring with you today,
Yeah,
Jim.
they're excellent, and like they said, it doesn't matter if they just meet somebody new or if they've known someone their whole lifetime. All of our students are invited, encouraged. We have a K through 12 program, between the robotics and the STEM studies. We're lucky that our local Kiwanis support us. That Mid-America is right there as a main sponsor. And again, if you've never been to one of these, please come out for half a day, come out for a full day, come out for the full weekend. It is nuts. It's crazy. It's fun. They handle stress because things break down. They have to problem solve on the run. It is amazing what these students are able to do compared to what was offered when I was back in school. It's a different world, and thank goodness we have people like these students.
You bet. I agree with you. Thanks to all of you for coming in, and good luck with hosting
Thank you.
and the competition this weekend.
Thank you. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you very much.
This weekend at Columbia High School, come see Robotics. It's amazing. Thanks to Superintendent of Columbia Schools, Jim Baker, and 11th grade robotics students, Nathan Harris and Bryson Hitt. Up next, we'll check out